Hi guys, myself Jigar Wagala. Welcome to my channel of CAD Design. Earlier we have discussed the types of constraint used in Sketch. We have also seen the different kind of grading tool like extrude, revolve and lock. If you do not have seen my previous video, then please subscribe my channel so that you will never miss any video. Now, when we have used the grading tool, at that time we have used a different sketching tool like line, rectangle, circle and ellipse. But at that time we have made a simple geometry. If we wanted to make a complex geometry, then we need a depth knowledge of sketching geometry. So in this video we will start to go in detail of sketching geometry. So here we go. Go to the new tab. Select standard part template. Now this is a part window. If you wanted to go to the sketch mode, then here go to the sketch tab of create panel. Go to the sketch and select any plane. I will select the XY plane. Now this is one method how to go in the sketch window. I will show you another method. Select right click and new sketch and select XY plane. This is another method. You can select any method. Now I wanted to discuss line command as a sketching tool. So select line. You can select line from here and make a line. I will show you another method how to select a line. Now select right click and here create line. You can select any option. Now here see the message from left side bottom corner. Select start of line. I will select any point on this window. Select end point. Here I will select end point. So this is the first line we have drawn, but we are still in the line command. Look at here. The line option is highlighted. We are still in the line command. We are not out of the line command. If we wanted to continue this line, then select anywhere as per our requirement. Here, here, here. So this is how we can make a continuous line. But I will show you some another thing. Just undo by Ctrl Z. Create line. Now here, if you move the cursor anywhere on this graphics window, then see X and Y coordinate. This is the coordinate of the first point. If I move the cursor closer to this center, then X and Y coordinate will going to decline. And if I will move the cursor exit to the center, then X and Y become 0. Okay, here you see the one constraint coincident will also highlighted. So I will select the first point on the center of this window. Select and then select another endpoint. If I will move the cursor on the right side, then one window will highlighted in the blue color. It shows the dimension. It shows the dimension of the lens. If I wanted to give the length of 50 mm, then write 50 and then press tab button. Don't enter, just press tab. Then another window will highlighted here. Just see another window highlighted in the blue color. It shows the dimension of the angle with respect to horizontal line. Now if I move the cursor above, then value of angle will be increased. If I will go downward, then value of angle will be decline. If I want to make this line horizontal, then move here. Now the right side, you can see one constraint horizontal because line becomes horizontal on 0 degree with respect to first point. If I wanted to make this horizontal, then click here, then your line becomes ready with 50 mm dimension and it becomes horizontal. It's a fully defined constraint. Now if I wanted to make this line continue, then move your cursor here. If I wanted to make it vertical, then move away. Now it becomes vertical. But on the right side it's shown one constraint, perpendicular. Because earlier we have made one line which is horizontal, and if I wanted to make another line vertical with respect to previous, then definitely it becomes a perpendicular. So write down the dimension 30 mm. Now if I wanted to another line from the last line and the move cursor from right side or left side as per our requirement. If I will move the cursor on left side and I wanted to draw a line again here. If I will make this line horizontal, then again it will show the constraint perpendicular with respect to last one. But this is the third line. This is not as earlier we have drawn two more line. So this perpendicular constraint will show with respect to second line. If I wanted to make this constraint parallel to the first line, becomes the first line is also horizontal and third line will also become horizontal. So move the cursor near the first line anywhere. Don't click the point on the first line, just move the cursor here and again move the cursor away from the first line. Now it becomes horizontal, but this time you can see the constraint parallel with respect to first line. Now again one thing that I wanted to show you, move the cursor to the first line. Now this is the midpoint. Now move the cursor away from this midpoint. Now it will show this dashed line. This dashed line means show the midpoint of the first point. If I will click here, then it will select the half dimension with respect to first line, but it will not show the constraint. It will just give you the highlight. Alright. So if I will click here, the dimension will become 25 because the first line of 50 mm and it becomes the parallel with respect to first line. If I wanted to make this line continue, then move the cursor here. If I wanted to make it vertical, then give the dimension 30. Then move left side. Here we will not to give any dimension. Click here and again back to the origin. Here this dimension becomes, rest of the line becomes blue, but this line becomes green because we do not have give this dimension of this line. It was midpoint with respect to first line, but there is not a constraint, so give the dimension 25 mm. Now all line becomes blue. That means it's a fully defined constraint. Here you see the message on right side bottom corner, fully constrained. If I wanted to move any line, it cannot be moved or it cannot be rotated because it's a fully defined constraint. Let me show another line. Create line. Last time I will select the first point as the center of this window. I will select one point anywhere on this graphics window here. Same way I will make the horizontal line with 50 mm dimension and another vertical line with 30 mm. Same as per our previous case. But in previous case both line becomes fully defined, while in this case we have given the dimension of both lines, but this is not the fully defined. It shows the two dimension needed to make it fully defined. If I wanted to move this line, then it can move up and down, it can rotate in any direction. Why this happen? Because in the previous case the first point of the line we have select as a center of this graphics window. Okay, while here we have select the first point anywhere on this graphics window. So we have defined the coordinate of this first point. So select dimension, select center point and select first point. So this is the horizontal dimension. Give any appropriate dimension. For example, I will write 120. Same way, provide the vertical dimension. Again, select center point. Select first point and give the vertical dimension. And write down 50. Now, both line becomes blue. That means this is also fully defined constraint. We will get the message here, fully constrained. Now I cannot move this line. If you are happy, then click on finish sketch. So these are all about the sketching geometry of line. Hope you enjoy the video. In the next video, we will see the creating geometry of rectangle. Bye.